Hey guys, Evil Chocolate Cookie here. I do want to apologize for my streaming schedule being all screwed up. I'm gonna try to work on it. It's just, the way life smacked me upside the head. It's thrown everything off. So, yeah. But I am here with a video for you guys today. And I just spontaneously decided to make this. Because, why not? Originally I was going to make it a podcast, but then I thought, nah. It's easier just to upload it to YouTube. So, yeah. And the reason it's easier to upload it to YouTube is because I lost my SIM card that my podcast account had connected for its two-factor authentication. So every time I log in, I have to feed it this big long recovery code that I have to store in Google Keep. And then after I get in, it has to generate a new code, and then I have to store that in Google Keep, and then go through the process of, selecting the podcast and uploading it, and blah, 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 blah. And then it only leaves me signed in for a couple of days before I have to go through all of that again. And they won't let me turn off two-factor authentication because they keep claiming the password I give is incorrect. I've tried my current password, my old password, my first recovery code, my current recovery code, all that kind of stuff, and they won't let me turn it off. Nor will they let me change my information. Nor will they let me get a code emailed to me like they used to. So yeah, it's highly frustrating. So yeah, we're just going to do it this way. So what are we doing today? Well, I'm going to talk to you about the past week with my Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and I'm actually going to show you, as best I can, some of the things that I'm talking about. So before we get into too much of the fun stuff, I'm going to pick up the case, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a hardware overview. You won't be able to see very well because it's kind of dark in here, and I suck at camera aiming. Now, if I had my phone on my face, I'd be able to aim it better, but yeah. And this video is going to be a lot longer than 3 minutes, so I can't just tape it with the glasses. So what you might be able to see here in the camera frame is the glasses case. I'm going to turn it around, try to get all the angles. Probably not doing very good at this, but oh well. So, if you ask me, it's a pretty attractive case. I like the way it looks. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a button on the back for pairing during initial setup. And on the bottom, on this little rounded type edge, there's a USB-C port, which I have only had to use one time. I had to charge the case last night. First time since getting them. I plugged it up initially because I thought I had to plug it up to charge the glasses, but actually needing to charge the case, no. So the case opens, you see this little thing right here. It's kind of one of those pull-up latches. You can open it up like this, and this is the inside of the case. And you've got the glasses sitting in the case. Try to angle that. Now I'm going to take the glasses out of the case, and I'm going to set the case aside. I'm going to do something right super quick. I don't know if you heard that, but I've turned the power to the glasses off so I can give you a hardware overview. So they look like regular glasses for the most part. I think the charging pins are in the nose compartment, based on the way it fits in the case, but don't quote me on that. Regular lenses, all that kind of stuff. The arms, you may notice, are a little fatter than what you get with a regular pair of glasses. And on this right arm, on the top of the arm, don't know how well you can see that, those of you who can, there is a little skinny button. That is your capture button. You can press it to take a picture, or you can press and hold it to take up to a 3-minute video. Also on the right side, you can't feel where it is, but on that same right arm there is a touchpad. And I'll go over the gestures here in a little bit. But it allows you to like control any audio you're playing. It allows you to adjust the volume. You can talk to the AI without having to use the wake phrase. That kind of thing. On the left arm, there's nothing on the outside, but on the inside, you may have heard it click earlier. There's a little switch. Let's see, I can't really get it in frame because, you know, my camera skills. But it's close to where the hinge is. I was gonna, you know, explain that anyway because I know a lot of you are visually impaired or totally blind like myself. But in case someone else stumbles on this, I'm doing my best to give you some kind of visual something. But that switch is the kind of the master power switch. It's off right now. Towards your ear, when you're wearing the glasses, is off, and toward the lens is on. Now I'm going to put the glasses on my face. They go on just like regular glasses. Now this part may get weird because you're not really going to be able to see much. You can probably see my face right now with the way I'm holding the camera, and you can see that I'm wearing the glasses. Also, there are cameras in the corners. If you can see that, right there is one, and right there, I don't know if that's a camera or if that's an LED. It looks like a camera. It looks identical to the one on the left, but it also complains if you try to block it while recording a video. So it might just be an LED. I'm not sure. So yeah. Also, apologies for the background. It is unbelievably hot in here, and I have the fan on. But now I'm going to bring my phone up close to my ear, and I'm going to turn the glasses on. Waiting. Okay, now the glasses are on and awake. And they're spazzing out with Bluetooth connection to my phone for some random reason. They're connected, and then they're disconnected, and then they're connected, and they're disconnected, and they're connected, blah, 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 blah. But now they're connected, and they're good. So, yeah. I've got them turned on just for, you know, expedient demonstration when we get there, but first I want to talk for a minute. These things, guys, have been a life changer. And I'm not just saying that because I've got a new toy. I'm saying it because it's true, and I'm going to show you some of the things that it has changed in my life. And I'm going to tell you about some of the hilarious moments. So, yeah. But these things have done so much, like I can look at something and it can, you know, kind of describe it. I'm still waiting on the detailed descriptions that Meta just dropped a couple of days ago. I'm still waiting for those to hit my glasses. But they exist. I can ask it to read things. I can ask it to do all kinds of stuff. One of the big ones, one of the big ones I'm actually going to show you instead of telling you about it. This may be a little difficult because it's dark it's gotten darker since the last time I did this. Hold my phone up to my ear again. Hey Meta, look out the window.
Take a look, correct?
Yes.
I see a dark area with some trees and a fence in the distance.
Tell me more.
It appears to be nighttime, and the area is not well lit. There are some trees and a fence visible in the distance, but it's difficult to make out any other details.
Thank you. Yes, guys, we can now, with the aid of these glasses, look out the window. And in order to show you the other big one, this is going to be weird, but I need to go to the bathroom because I don't have the required item in this room. So, for the first time ever, this is going to be a little weird, and I just tried to go the wrong way. But for the first time ever, I am taking the camera to the bathroom. So y'all just bear with me while I move locations. All right. Now this may be a little difficult because I'm short. See that? That's the mirror. Being blind, I can't very well look in it. Or can I? Watch this. Once again, I'm going to put this up close to my ear. Hey, Meta. Look in the mirror.
I see a person wearing glasses and holding a phone.
Tell me more.
The person is standing in front of a mirror, wearing glasses and holding a phone. The mirror is framed in a dark color, and there are light fixtures above it. The background is a light yellow color.
Focus on the person in the mirror.
The person in the mirror is wearing glasses and has short hair. They are holding a phone up to their ear.
Thank you. Now there's a problem there, and I'm thinking it's because, I'm short. And like the mirror is, let me see how I can best describe it. The actual glass to the mirror starts roughly at my chin level. So it's not getting as much of a view as it normally would for a taller person. So I'm wondering if, a bigger mirror, or if I had something to stand on, I'm wondering if that would make any kind of difference. If any of you have any thoughts on that, please leave it in the comments. Now, another one. Now I'm going into my kitchen. Y'all are kind of getting a tour of my house, although not really because you can't see. Let's see, where is it? Ah, here it is. It's exactly what I need. Another thing I found out yesterday that it would let me do. I'm going to go over here and sit down. Because it'll be easier if I sit down somewhere. It'll be easier to manage this. All right, so before I do what I'm going to do, as you can probably see, I have a book in front of me, a big fat book. I don't even want to begin to guess how many pages are in this. So I'm going to put the phone up to my ear again, so if that's why you'll be seeing the side of my head. Hey Meta, look and read it.
Now, I can't help with requests to identify people and discuss their appearance.
Okay. There must be a human on the book cover, so I'm going to open it, I guess, to about here. That way the cover is weighted down. Hey, Meta. Look and read it.
The text appears to be a passage from a book, with a conversation between two characters. The exact words are difficult to read due to the low light and poor image quality.
Look and read it.
The text appears to be a passage from a book. It is not clear what the specific words are due to the low lighting and blurry image.
Okay, so we must be having a light problem in here. Let me try something. Hey Meta, look and read it.
The text reads, "The Barrens were more jungle-like than they should have been, with the unlikely name change. The he, such Barrens them why Van the slow Indianapolis, hit Agaroff, and buttered a Weissmach the Quallen Skonroff, progress word. Still rising. Holy shit. One into the end, and even before it hit, D could remember the like way in crime. Do you hear me? King's Jungle, the menace, almost a sinister sound. Burmore conjured up Adno where tangles of shrubs, trees, thick audited and called up pictures, sand-shifting, unspaced slate expanses, hard pan and desert barren like endless, or that they barren. And not kids seemed enough among them even these days at 7 apparently. That was bucket list. Lewd planned crew the rusty diamond shapes, hearing the faraway heat on Kansas Street, the faraway trickle of rush of water drone.
Okay, let me try this again.
Spring sunshine, like down glass. The bamboo stands were still down-looking patches white, like patches of fungus in all the green. Beyond Unhelton, in the marshy street.
Look and read it.
The text appears to be a passage from possibly a novel or fiction. The words are difficult to read due to the low quality of the imagery, but it seems to be describing a scene or a character's thoughts.
Look and read it.
The text reads, "But before that day, a 7th grader with the unlikely name of Stringer Dedham had fancied himself a changed speed pitch to Belch Huggins. Belch timed the pitch perfectly to Slogan's work, should pardon the pun, just his speed, and hit Snuffy's elderly Spaulding with such force, the cover came right off and fluttered down, just a few feet shy of base, like a big white moth. The ball itself then continued up and into the gorgeous twilit sky. Unruh off."
Thank you. So obviously that's not perfect. Largely I'd say because it's a little darker in here. But it can read. First time I think I was too close to the page and it was getting gibberish. But you get the point that it can read. So I'm gonna put the book back over here where I found it. Because it's not my book. So yeah, that's another one of the big ones, is being able to read like printed text. I'm thinking like maybe a restaurant menu or something like that would also help. Let me see if it can identify what was in this box here. Hey Meta, look and tell me what you see.
"I see a box of crisp crackers."
That is not a cracker box.
It appears to be a rectangular box with an orange and green design, possibly a packaging box for a product.
Look and tell me what you see.
I see a box of crisp orange-flavored soda.
Thank you. Like I said, the light's low in here, so maybe I should have done this before the lights went out for the evening, but I'm doing my best, okay? Another one, let me see. Now it's lit in here, so it should see better. Hey Meta, look and tell me what you see.
I see a refrigerator with various food items and containers inside.
Describe it.
This is a refrigerator with various food items and containers inside. There are 2 shelves with a pot, bowl, and some boxes on them. The refrigerator is well lit and the shelves are not very full.
Thank you. Obviously, it didn't tell me what was in them, but that's okay too. Like, I know some of these problems may have you guys convinced that, I'm making up what I'm saying to you about these things being awesome. But It's just a dark issue more than anything. When I'm going around doing this during the daytime, it can usually do a whole heck of a lot better. So I'm going back into my room now, even though it's ridiculously hot. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to finish this in here where the air conditioner is. Screw hot weather. But these things have been amazing. Like, seriously amazing. That ability to get an idea of what's in the mirror or outside the window, those have been the really big ones for me. I was thinking of using them for like reading restaurant menus and things like that. Obviously, I haven't gotten the chance to test that yet, but it can read. Sometimes. Now, one of my gripes, and I don't have very many. I think this might be really one of the only ones, is that the AI treats us all like we're toddlers. Like, it's like, we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and I was flipping through my cards and asking it to read them to me. And if it was, your lame, boring Cards Against Humanity card, it totally would. But when it got to the really funny ones, like, it would start reading and then be like, I'm sorry, I can't help with that. And the refusal to describe people is another one I'm not okay with. As you guys saw on the book cover, it refused to discuss their appearance. So, yeah, that's problematic. But those can be fixed. Those can be very, very easily fixed. Now, there are some features I can't show you, like the ability to control music or the ability to play books on Audible. You can do those too. The reason I can't show you those is because copyright. Last thing I need is to get in huge trouble with YouTube. That's not what I want to do with my life. It has had some blunders, some very hilarious blunders. My favorite one actually happened on the first day. I had just gotten these, and of course I took them out of the box and set them up with you guys. And I was just running around picking up random items in my room and testing it, just asking it to tell me what I was holding or what it could see, stuff like that. Well, one of the things I picked up was my Groove It game. Y'all have seen my Groove It game in action. The one with the light sensors that I keep failing at miserably. It kind of looks like a misshapen Mario Kart wheel, is the best way I can describe it. Well, I asked the AI what I was looking at, and it comes back without the slightest ounce of hesitation and goes, "You are looking at a purple and black sex toy." And I am, immediately dying of laughter, and I'm like, "That's not a sex toy." And it's like, "I am sorry." And then I pick it up again a couple of days later. "What am I looking at?" "You are looking at a sex toy." "No, that is not a sex toy. If that is a sex toy, it's meant for a giant. Because, I can put my entire arm through the middle of the thing, guys. Don't take that out of context. Seriously, don't take it out of context. And also, I gotta say, I'm very impressed with how comfortable these are. Now, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm not used to wearing glasses. I wore them when I was little, but I haven't worn them much since, other than sunglasses and things. But these ones I really, really like. I love the style of the glasses. I love the shape. I love that they're not heavy. If you didn't know better, you wouldn't know there was anything in them. It's just like wearing a regular pair of glasses. Battery life, I haven't pushed it super hard. I don't do a lot of video. I don't do a lot of live AI just because I haven't yet figured out what to do with it. I've played with it, sure, but I don't keep it running all the time. I'm still trying to figure out how to use the live AI. So yeah, they can get me several hours on a charge. The case, as I said, I only had to charge it last night for the first time. Because the app was yelling at me. It was like, case battery is very low. And I'm like, okay, chill out. I'll plug it in. Another thing I like is the celebrity voices. I know some people don't like them, but I just find it funny that they exist. Like right now I've got it set to John Cena just to see what it sounds like. At first I had it set on Kristen Bell, which, like, it isn't great, but I don't hate it. Honestly, if you want to talk celebrity voices, I really, really think they need Lin-Manuel Miranda. They have got to get Lin-Manuel Miranda. Lin-Manuel Miranda and Idina Menzel, they have to. Come on, people. Meta, if you watch this video, hint, hint, pay attention. Do your jobs. And also, like I said, they need to loosen up on the AI filtering. We're not all toddlers. And I hate being treated like one. Even by a computer. Like, if I'm old enough to want to play Cards Against Humanity and to understand the concept of the game, I think I'm old enough to know what those cards say. I don't have any of the cards on me. I don't even know where the card games are, so I can't give you an example. But, like, you get the point. In general, you get the point. Also, the ability to send messages and, receive messages and have them read aloud to you. I do use that. Largely, if I already have my glasses on my face, it's easier to just have them read to me than unlock my phone and, yada, yada, yada. Especially since TalkBack is routed through the glasses, and Bluetooth, by nature, results in screen reader latency. So it's much easier and much more efficient and much less of a time waste to just have the glasses read. And then I can answer. The only thing I haven't figured out how to do, I don't even know if you can, is edit. So if you get a message from me that looks like it wasn't checked for dictation errors, I probably sent it with my glasses. Like I said, I don't know how to tell it to go back and let me rewrite the message. If that's even a feature. So if any of you have these and you know how to do that, please let me know in the comments. I would seriously appreciate it. Let me see, is there anything else? Also, sound quality, before I forget. Sound quality is amazing. I was not expecting much, like I said, because the speakers aren't actually in contact with your ear like you'd expect with headphones. But I was very pleasantly surprised. I have played YouTube through these. I've played audiobooks through these. I've played music through them. And I am very happy with what I'm hearing. One caveat I will warn you about, though. The way these speakers are designed, if you cup something over your ear or put something over your ears, it will make it unbelievably loud. If y'all remember when we did the unboxing, I know you couldn't hear because I didn't have a microphone right up next to my head. But we were doing the unboxing and setup and it would make noise and I'm just like, ow, 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 ow. Yeah, that's because I had headphones on over the glasses and they were kind of cupped over my ear. And it was like, I don't exactly know what it was doing to the sound, but it was making it louder somehow or other. So, yeah, that happens. But it's not a big deal. Just remember to watch your ears and, maybe don't wear headphones and your glasses at the same time if you're expecting them to be playing a lot of audio. Or, don't cup your hands over your ears or anything like that if you can help it. Obviously, if it's wintertime, you're going to be wearing something on your head to, keep your head from freezing. And that's going to amplify your volume some, but it's not a big deal. But overall, I am a very happy human. If this is my experience after just 1 week, I can't imagine what is going to happen in future. And they're only getting better. They're getting updates roughly, according to ChatGPT, roughly once a month. The new one that just came out, I don't have it yet, but there's a new detailed descriptions thing. Gosh, I don't even know what else. I don't even know what all's in it. But the detailed descriptions is the big one. Like, you can prompt the AI and remind it that it needs to describe things in detail, but sometimes it has a little bit of amnesia. That's an AI thing in general, so I'm not going to hold it against this one in particular. But yeah, that's an AI thing in general. And it does happen, so that detailed descriptions feature is going to be really, really nice to have. If, Meta would just hand it over already, I would really appreciate it. Also, some people may ask me how these compare to something like the Envision glasses and such. The short answer is I don't know, because I don't have the Envision glasses. The long answer is I don't know, because I don't have the Envision glasses, and the reason I don't have the Envision glasses is they're $2,500 and I'm not paying that for a pair of glasses. I'm just not. It's not going to happen. Same with the Orcam. I'm not paying that kind of money for a little bit of camera that gets mounted to the side of your glasses. It's not going to happen. These right here may not have been designed for us, but boy, are they useful and, relatively affordable as these things go. And the hands-free Be My Eyes integration is a big one too. I know I haven't really touched on that much, but that's because I haven't used it. I don't call anyone on Be My Eyes unless it's an absolute last resort, i.e. my computer isn't talking, or, there's no one around and I can't find something, or something like that. So I haven't had a chance to test that yet, and I can't just call Be My Eyes and waste someone's time just to play with my glasses. Well, I could, but it wouldn't exactly be nice for the volunteer. So I'm not going to do it. But yeah, overall, I am a very happy human, and this has unlocked all kinds of stuff. It did misidentify a few things, but that's okay. It wasn't anything that was gonna, endanger my life. Now, I'm not gonna use it to cross the street or something like that, because that's just asking to get hurt. It was small things like misidentifying a bowl of macaroni and tomato juice as macaroni and cheese. And of course, what it did to the poor Groovit. And it misidentified my Torx game as a massager. And it misidentified Top It as a toy gun. At least it recognizes Baby Yoda. Oh, it also called my sister's hand a figurine. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's just tiny things like that are not a huge deal. Because usually if you ask it again, it will realize that it screwed up and it will correct itself. Or if you gently correct it and you're just like, that's not a whatever it is. It's like, I apologize. It looks to be this and this and this. And usually gets it right the second time if it misses it the first. But yeah, these are life-changing. I'm not going to lie. These are incredible. I do apologize if there are fingerprints on my lenses. I just like the way they look. And I haven't wiped the lenses down recently. I've done it, but not within the past day. Largely because I don't depend on the lenses. I'm not one for fashion statements either, and I'm not one to take selfies, but I did take a selfie with these. Because I think they look kind of cool. Like I said, I'm not big on fashion, but I do like the look of these. I really do. So with that being said, I think I'm going to let you all go, and I'm going to get this uploaded and shared with the universe at large. And if you all have any questions, comments, suggestions, please drop them into my inbox. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to get notifications whenever YouTube actually bothers to send them. Use the super chat button or the thanks button or whatever, if that's available to you. If you like what you see and, can afford it, check out the store if you want to get yourself some merch. And I will see you next time.